My name is Christine Hoepfner.
I'm sorry.
I vote in Greensboro, and I'm concerned about these proposed ordinances and the ways in which they harass Greensboro's vulnerable residents. I saw 2 news items about Mr. Matheny's walk to scope out what he's calling the homeless situation in downtown Greensboro. I'll quote from them and add a few comments and questions of my own. The Rhino Times talked about Mr. Matheny's email as an invitation to walk through Center City Park with him to discuss solutions to the problems created by the growing homeless population. Interesting, he seems focused more on the park than on the people. But he said, let's try and help folks get the help they need, and I can learn why the organizations are unable to help them. Afterwards, he announced that the meeting in the park had been successful. So what did he learn? And what are the actions he's proposing to help these folks and support the organizations that help them? Why have we ended up with these ordinances? The Rhino Times article pointed out that the city manager noted that resolving this issue in our downtown would only result in creating the same issue in other parts of the city. He's exactly right. People are sleeping under bridges like along Spring Garden along the Greenway. Are these folks not deserving of the help Mr. Matheny seems so eager to offer? Meanwhile, the article says Mayor Vaughn responded to the walk with a list of actions. The ones I found most problematic are that unattended items will be removed from the park and arms will be added to benches to prohibit laying down. She did say that the city was also negotiating for land outside the downtown as a site for nonprofit outreach, such as providing meals. Can we hear more about that tonight before these ordinances go into effect? The other article is from Fox 8, and it paints a glowing picture of Mr. Matheny. He's quoted talking about looking people in the eyes that need help and understanding what we can do to help them. And he referred to mental health services, housing options, and resources to address substance abuse as all being things that will have to take place. That sounds good to me. So what I want to know is what happened to pursuing these useful avenues? Housing options are key. Has City Council not heard about the success rate of Housing First programs? The article goes on to quote Mr. Matheny, vowing, until we help these folks in need, we're not going to stop. What has happened to his vow? Why is there nothing being voted on tonight that will help these folks in need? Has it turned out that Mr. Matheny has stopped? It ends up unclear if Mr. Matheny is one of those people he described at the September meeting, folks that think they're giving help. Or maybe he's just talking like he's giving help. The Fox article asked for corrections at the end. Perhaps the fact that Mr. Matheny has not proposed any actions or ordinances that actually help the folks he spoke of in such a concerned tone about is the main correction that needs to be made. Meanwhile, Mayor Vaughn has not made a vow like Mr. Matheny's to help, so she doesn't appear to be such a hypocrite opposing these ordinances.